Hi, friends. Are you with me? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Give me a little praise music. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Y'all, seriously. It's Sunday. I know I normally go live on Monday, but I know that next week is going to be crazy. So I wanted to go live tonight. Well, today. While I was in here working on a couple things, and we're getting ready for my oldest, who's turning 19 tomorrow. So we're getting ready for his birthday. That's tomorrow, but we're having a cookout tonight. So I was in here trying to get a couple things done because I wanted to spend some time with him tomorrow too. And next week's just a big week. So I'm here today, y'all. I want to give you the most easy, like, first of all, I just want you to know, like, I hate Facebook parties. Like, if you have not been a fan of Facebook parties, they didn't work for you, you just, like, the idea of going to a Facebook party or being the consultant for a Facebook party almost repulses you, like, it's, like, cringy. I want you to pay attention, because, that was me. I was not having Facebook parties at all. It's so weird. I'm not seeing any comments. I'm like, is anybody here? Maybe I'm by myself. It is 3 p.m. on a Sunday. But I know that, you know, the value of what I'm getting ready to share with you is going to be good whether you watch it live or the replay. So here it is. I'm going to try to be brief, be brilliant, and then be done so that I can get the crap done I need to do so I can hang out with my kids. Okay, so hey, Stephanie. So first things first, let's talk about this. All right, you gotta flip that script in your head. I don't know if I want to tell you guys this. So a couple months ago, y'all know I've been, gosh, do I want to tell you this? I don't think I've shared this publicly. So, but a couple months ago, I was really close to completely walking away. For the record, y'all are the only reason I was staying in 31. I love it, but I felt God pulling me away from 31. And so I wasn't planning on talking about this, but because I'm just going to go there. I'm honest. I've been super authentic with you from the beginning. I will tell you that I was this close to walking away. The only reason I was not walking away is because I wanted to be here to support you guys, but I didn't like Facebook parties. I don't need another 31 product to save my life. Like, I own enough 31, right? Like, I have enough. I don't know if you're in that situation where you're like, I don't need any more 31. Like, I'm not using the 60% off, like that AMP thing or any of that. Like, I literally do not need more 31 stuff. Now, when the new catalog comes out, there are a couple things I want. Like, I love the window shopper. I'd like to have those in every single color. So don't get it twisted. Like, there are some things that I still would like to have, but for the most part, like, I don't need another 31 products. Like, I don't need to change my Your Way cubes every time a catalog comes out now and all of that. But I'm telling you this for a specific reason, and here's the reason. Because I found myself, I don't want to get churchy, but it is Sunday, right? So I found myself really putting 31 in front of God. Like, it was really an idol in my life, and I didn't realize it. I felt like it wasn't, but it was. Like, I used to say, and this is a true story, y'all probably have heard me say that. Like, people are like, do you still sell 31? I'm like, girl, when I die, there will be a catalog in my hand. I'm a lifer. I have said that for a really long time. And if I, like, I don't know what the definition of having something as an idol is, but I would say that pretty much, if you think about it, I'm like, yeah, you might be placing that above your relationship with God, maybe. Anyway, so I didn't notice that, but it really came with some quiet time with me and God, and I felt like God was saying, give it up, let it go, like, you're done. And it was really scary. But I knew that as a lifer, if God was saying, lay this down, I was willing to do that because I want to be obedient first and foremost, right? So anyways, I got ready and I was like, okay, God, like, I mean, as a lifer, if you have seriously changed my mind to the point where I want to let this go, all the leaders here in our team is probably like, what the heck is she talking about? Like, why is she telling our entire lineage this story? They're freaking out right now. Hold on, guys. So anyways, I just think it's important to be real. First of all, when you've been in business as long as I have, like, there will be moments when you consider giving it up. Because it's not always fun. Like, it's a business. Like, business hat, remember, if you were part of Operation Reset, business hats on, right? And so when I was willing to walk away, I think God really just needed me to be willing to let it go. For him to do this work in my heart and see my business as what it really is, and that is an opportunity to serve and connect with women. I was doing that with you guys. Y'all know I show up for you all the time. Like, I show up for you. Like, I will put on some boxing gloves and fight someone for you, okay? But I wasn't looking from the party aspect and for my customers aspect. Like, I wasn't connecting those dots to see a party as a way for me to impact people. And y'all know, like, I'm passionately a server. If you don't know, you should. I passionately serve. I want to speak life into women and help them realize that the things that make them different is their superpower, and shouldn't be an insecurity. It shouldn't be something they're ashamed of. It's who they are, and God will use it for a purpose if we allow him to. Okay, so anyways, it took me from that place of being willing to let it go to God saying, I ain't done with you yet with this. Like, I now want you to pick it up and do what I want you to do, and that is serve. Serve with your whole heart. And it took a flip of the script mindset, right? Always is mindset. So I was seeing it as separate. I was seeing my 31 business as a separate entity from, like, serving people, which is dumb. Like, sometimes we think things and we don't even realize that's our thoughts, because if you were to ask me, like, is this what you're doing? I would be like, no. Like, no, I'm not trying to separate it. But really, when it came down to it, I truly was. And so I was seeing 31 as an obstacle instead of a vehicle to get me where I want to be, and to connect with me and meeting the people. Someone is honking their horn outside. I'm kind of scared to know what the heck's happening. But anyway, so I tell you all that to say, first of all, I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up on y'all. I now not only want to serve you, but I also want to serve people through parties. And so when I made that flip in my mind and started thinking, because the reason I didn't like Facebook parties is because they didn't seem genuine. I haven't found a script that I liked, and so I wasn't invested in giving in a way that I could be. Therefore, the party just seemed like noise to me. And it's really hard to describe, and I didn't know that's how I felt about it until I don't know, God just did this work and was like, yeah, you need to flip the script on your view of the party, because the party is a vehicle to get the message out that I want people to hear. And really, that message is very simple. It's not like I'm preaching Jesus in every single party, because I'm not. It really is just a mental health conversation, that mental health is a serious issue right now in our world, and clutter can definitely impact our mental health. And if we have clutter around us, it clutters our brain, and our mental health is super important. We need to value self-care. Self-care isn't just about going and getting your nails done and getting your hair done. It's about, moving your body and taking time for you to go to the doctor if you need to go to the doctor, and all those things. So through the party, I am now sharing that, right? And you might be like, how are you doing this? Well, you have access to my script, so you can see exactly in the script where I talk about it. It's like one post, okay? Maybe two. But it's about, I do like this real talk where I say I struggle with anxiety and depression, and I am passionate about sharing that. So if you struggle or someone in your family struggles, I want you to know you're not alone. And so when I'm coming from like booking parties now, it's not about, for me, yes, the paycheck, amazing. I mean, I rarely ever make money on the 25th when we get paid because I put all my orders in at the last. I've been chasing down orders for like years. I've done a really good job of teaching you guys how to chase orders as well, and be an order taker. But now I'm seeing the sales actually come in like way quicker than I ever thought, and it really is this mindset shift that I had. So here's what you do to book the parties, right? Four easy steps. It's actually could be 3. All right. So the first is to take your calendar and you pick the dates you want to party. I'm doing the mega party. I highly recommend it. 3 to 5 parties all at the same time in one group for 9 days. That's the way I'm doing it. 31 is teaching, I think, a 4-day mega party. And so you can do however you want, but I like doing it all at once. So I party for 9 days and I'm done. Okay. So I already have 5 parties for August. I have 6 parties for October, and I'm booking November now. I'm not full. My November is not full, but it's on its way. And my goal is to book 3 parties off of each of those parties. Do you see how this is going? It's going to be amazing. All right, so here's what you do. You pick the week that you want to party. That's the first goal, because here's what happens. If you never put on your calendar, hey, my mega party starts on September 11th, guess what? You don't ever ask people because you don't have that committed in your calendar. So September 11th is when it starts. I have everything done ahead of time, so it's super, it's the group, this poster scheduled. I will share that with you tonight. And then, of course, tonight also Jumpstart, really, like, it's new consultants, any kind of questions that you have, and I will walk you through the steps, like Operation Reset people. Y'all have access to this already, but if you have questions where you're like, but what about this, or how do I do this, or I just don't understand this part, Jumpstart calls is where you will come and you will get those answers. You get me, okay? It's not always going to be me. Leaders are taking turns, so, but I will do the first couple, okay? So you pick the date. So I have in my planner September 11th through September 20th. That way I get 2 Fridays, and then anyone who orders in the first couple days, they get extra points for the grand prize. Y'all, this saves me so much money when it comes to Facebook parties, so I love it. And then once you have the dates on your calendar, I went on and did that for September, October, November, and December. Would you like to know why? Because a lot of them, when you're asking, especially for September right now, there's a lot of people that are going to be like, oh my gosh, September 11th, I cannot do it that soon. But you can be like, hey, I'm actually, like, if you don't want to do this month, how about next month? I booked October before I booked September, for sure, and you will too. And then it'll be easier because when you get your September parties, guess what? You're going to be booking for November, or you're going to be having more than 5 parties. And again, the part of each hostess, the thing that takes the longest for you is going in your back office and adding her link. That's pretty much it. And then when you're copy pasting and messaging each of the other hostesses, you're going to copy paste message the other hostess. So whether you have 1 or you have 10, it's easy because it's the same thing for each one at the same time. So it's just like, you don't have to be like, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. It just makes it so much easier. So anyway, so number 1, pick the dates. Number 2, make a list of the people. This step can technically be missed, but if you are in a hurry, I definitely started with this. I didn't, at this point, I'm just kind of going through Messenger. And when I see someone, or in my VIP group, anyone who's like commented on certain things, or people that I really want to party with, I am reaching out to them. And I say several different things. One example. Hold on, I won't tell you. So, one example. Let me see if Messenger will work today. So, one, and this was a no, not right now. But I was like, so this is random, but you showed up in my newsfeed memories for when you signed up 10 years ago as a 31 consultant. What's the chances that you would want to have a party or want to rejoin? You really are a rock star. Super simple. She says, no, I don't think so. I can't live that 31 life anymore, LOL. And so then we started talking, and I was like, how about a fundraiser? And because her daughters are in gymnastics, and she's like, gymnastics really is expensive. So, and then she says, if I did one, it would have to be online, but I can't right now. Thanks for checking with me, though. It's been a while. And so I was like, okay, for sure, girl. I actually just filled the last spot I wanted to fill, so I'm working on November. If you want to do then, it would be these dates, or we can do December. So I haven't heard back from her yet, but that's one of the no's that I received. And again, it didn't hurt my feelings that she said no. Like, I'm not taking it personally. I know people ask me to do parties all the time, and I have to say no a lot of the times, right? So, another one, I said, hey friend, I know it's been a while and things are a bit crazy right now, but I'm going to ask anyways. What's the chances of me talking you into doing a fall party online this month? I will lavish you with gifts and make it super fun, and also encourage your people. Want to say yes? Super fun, super easy, very light. And she says back, hey lady, absolutely, I would love to do an online party for you. Now, I don't like that she said online party for me because I want to do it for her, but I just let that slide, okay? Another one that I got a yes. I got a lot of, let me think about it. And that's fine. I'll follow up with them because, again, I just want to help them make a decision. They can say no. Okay, let's see. I'm looking through for more than I asked that said yes. This one was really easy. Hey, I'm reaching out to a few from the parties to see who wants to host this fall. New catalog, new Facebook approach. Want me to lavish you with some gifts? Side note, I know it's crazy right now. If you want me to put you down for October or November, I totally get it. Okay, she's a teacher. That's why I said that. And she says, that's okay. Yes, I will have one in October. Cha-ching! Done. Okay? Here's another one. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on. Be patient with me. I gotta find them. I have like lots and lots of Facebook messages. Oh, here's one. Hey, I've been working on a new party format that I actually love. I did it this month and it went well. Would you be interested in hosting a party this fall? Absolutely, I would love to. Okay. And I said, yay, I have 2 spots left for September, 3 for October. Which one would work? New catalog starts next month. She said October would be best for me. Okay. So I don't give November, and like, in fact, I just started talking about December because I have September and October where I want it. So before that, I gave September, October. Worst case scenario, I would mention November. But I tried not to give them too many options. I'm trying to see what else. Let's see. I'm looking. Okay, the rest are going to be buried. But you get the point, right? You get the point. So, you personally reach out. Guys, you can post all day in your group. You have to personally reach out. I have directors who just told me, because I'm like, I'm looking for some volunteers. And she's like, listen, if you want me to do it, you're going to have to reach out and personally ask me. I ain't doing it. I'm not going to volunteer. But if you ask me, I'll say yes. So a lot of people are that way. Think about you. Like, do you just like, yay, me. I'll do it. I'll do it. A few will, but most will not. They want you to personally reach out. So after that, you put them on your calendar, okay? Remember, pick the dates that you're partying, and then make your list. And guys, if you're like, I don't know who to ask, first of all, part of you will be like, each time you get to something, you'll be like, nah, I'm not going to ask that person because da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Just ask anyway. And acknowledge the elephant, like, hey, I know things are busy, or hey, I know things have been overwhelming. If you think that they probably aren't going to say September, talk like later in the year, like October, November. Be like, how about October? How about November? But don't cut yourself short without asking them. You invite, you don't make the decision for them, right? Okay, so again, that's it for today, really. I just wanted to share that because, listen, I have hated Facebook parties, and I am so excited. I mean, the fact that I was at $2,000 in sales before the 15th is mind-blowing to me, because I have been, even when I've done $4,000 a month, I haven't been doing them all with parties, right? And every time I get in front of people through a party, I get in front of that many more people. Now imagine, my goal is to book 3 parties off of every party. Okay. How do you want to do that math? Like, I have 5 hostesses, 3 parties per party. That's 15 parties that my goal is to book. Technically 10, because I know not everyone's going to get 3. So if I get, even 8 parties off of every month, that leaves me a lot of room to recruit and give some of those parties away and help someone else get started. And leaves me feeling really confident and not stressing. A lot of times you don't want to ask for parties because you don't want people to think you're desperate, because you do feel a little desperate. I don't want that for you. I want you to do this one time and then keep it going. And my goal will be to help you keep it going. So when you aren't getting the parties off of the parties, then you'd be like, red flag, help me. Why are they not booking parties? Or when you're not getting any recruits off of these parties, it'd be like, red flag. Okay, what's going on? If you're not getting sales from the parties, again, red flag, and then we can find the broken kink, like the kink in the chain or the kink in the rope. But until you ask and get the parties on the calendar, you don't even know what you're capable of, okay? So again, I just want you to trust me. Like, just trust me that this can work for you, okay? I took everyone through the Operation Reset. I have loved seeing them work it. People who haven't had parties in forever that are trusting me, guess what? They're getting the freaking parties on their calendar because they're willing to show up and be vulnerable and be authentic and just ask. They're not afraid of rejection anymore because they know that it's not rejection. It's just that people are busy. So I'm getting a little passionate, but I'm going to go because I have things to do. But I wanted to share this with you in hopes that, number one, you will show up at 9 p.m. If you are unsure about this process, or you have more questions, or you're newbies, for sure, I hope you will join me tonight as we walk through whatever you need, whether it's like how to personalize your website or anything. That's what the 9 p.m. Jumpstart call is for. All right? Bye, guys.